Welcome to Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray, a discussion about business, racing, sports, and life. This podcast delivers insights on what makes businesses, teams, and people successful based on real-life business experiences. Following a career with America's largest associations, JP Murray founded the Murray Company, one of Washington, D.C.'s most successful consulting firms. The company was acquired successfully and enabled him to launch JP Murray Racing, a business development and sponsorship agency for auto racing teams. Here is JP.
Hey, it's JP Murray. Welcome to the new Push to Pass podcast. Folks, I look forward to bringing you some candid content on sports leadership, motor racing, business development, sales, selling your company, man, all sorts of stuff. Today's topic is entitlement and the danger of entitlement as a business behavior. You know what? I used to be in a lot of meetings, strategy meetings, where you would hear, oh, this company should be a client. They should be a member. They should be a sponsor. I used to call them ought to be's. They ought to be a client of ours. I've heard it over and over again. Maybe you have too. An attempt to seemingly place the responsibility of being a non-client on the company that owes us business. That's a losing mindset, but one that I've found that is quite common in some business circles. And it's very dangerous to have that kind of perspective. I would hear the phrase often when I was in association board meetings when we would identify prospects to join. Oh, we talk to them all the time. I talk to their GR rep all the time. They ought to be a member. They shouldn't be, because you haven't made the compelling value prop to them. You haven't made the sales pitch. You haven't been willing to cut them off because they're not a member or not a client. So no, they don't owe us anything. An organization with this mindset almost gives off an entitlement position that people or companies owe us business, and they don't. We must be more growth-minded executives that push back on this way of thinking. In fact, I think we ought to have the opposite position. The market owes us nada, nothing, zero, zilch. That's a healthier position, and one that we can improve on every day. There is no position that we assume or that we are owed. Now, when we've got that perspective, here's the framework. One, we're providing value every single day. We're identifying case studies or examples that could pique the interest of our prospects, and we're delivering that in terms of content. Maybe pulling them towards us. We're watching their data and see what really works out in the marketplace and what people are interested in. We're utilizing our business network to connect us with prospects, and that enables us to tell them about what we've got to offer and if it's compelling or not. So I never come into this with a preconceived notion that someone owes me business, or I've done them a favor before and I expect them to owe me business later. There's no account tracking here. There's no score being kept. Leading companies and executives earn the business. And if something comes in out of the blue that you didn't really earn, consider it a gift. I used to call them bluebirds. Man, they just fly in and oh my goodness, sometimes it works out, but man, you sure can't build a business on it. How's that for you today? You know this? I'm pulling for you. My guess is we're all on the same page and you don't come at it from an entitlement mindset, but I can tell you sometimes our organizations, we can get that leaking in and it causes problems in our organization. It becomes a little bit toxic. Hey, I can't wait to chat with you next week on the Push to Pass podcast. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray, a discussion about business, racing, sports, and life. If you would like to sponsor Push to Pass, send an email to jp@jpmurray.com. Follow JP on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. His website is jpmurray.com. Until next time, push yourself to pass the competition. Thanks for listening.